Hey guys, Troy from Washrite. I'm just here with this truck build that we're doing, getting the water tank plumbed up to the 2 pumps. So what I've done is I've put an adapter onto the 1,000 litre IBC. It's going to come out and it's going to run through a T-joint. So basically it will go from the tank in and out to the pumps, and this little T-joint with a ball valve is going to be our dump pipe for when we need to dump some water out of the tank. So it's just on a ball valve, whichever way twist, there you go, and it will dump it out a 1-inch hose out the side of the truck bed. So I'll show you what we've got so far and I'll keep you posted as we go. So okay, as you'll see guys, that's the water tank. This T-joint will basically go in just basically there, pretty much like that there. The dump pipe will come under the pull start of the motor and come out the side of the bed just down here. But I'll get it hooked up and I'll show you how it looks. Okay guys, pretty basic tip, but for the ones that don't know, whenever you're using this thread tape, as you'll see that I'm using on these PVC fittings, especially anything after your strainer filter, which there's mine there, always make sure your thread tape is at least 1 to 2 threads back in. That will stop any hanging over, breaking off, going through the water line and into the pump. So just make sure you leave a little bit of a gap. Mine's a bit uneven, but I leave at least 1 thread, if not 2, sometimes up to 3. And then especially because it's after the strainer pump, so so then just a couple of threads don't have any tape on it, then it starts to bind up and do the sealing which you require it to. But that just stops any small bits of the thread tape breaking off and going through your pump. Okay guys, she's all plumbed in. As you'll see, this is looking in from the edge of the truck bed. As you'll see, I've got the bolts to the big hose clamps on the outside, so they're easily accessible. That's your ball valve to your dump. Get you down. That's basically what it looks like, and that there is going to run towards the pumps. It basically will run down there. Got a good heat shield, so shouldn't have any problem with any heat there. And we're going to have about a 2-inch gap between the hose and the actual heat shield anyway. So I'll get some more video once it's all hooked up. Okay guys, it's all done. So as you see, we've got our 1,000 litre tank here with a ball valve, so I can shut it off. Comes down to a T-joint just here, and it comes out to another ball valve, and this here will eventually have a small bit of hose that comes out, and that's just to dump the water out of the tank. If you come around here, come around the other side, there's Pebbles. If everyone asks us what the dog is, she's a little dog, a little crossbreed we have. Okay, so as you'll see, ball valve to a T-joint with another ball valve under the motor, between the hose and the head of the motor would be about a 4-inch gap. That comes down to a new strainer filter that comes into a T-joint, splits off. One comes along. So here we've got 1.5-inch hose to a 1.5-inch inlet into the pump, and the pump on this one is a 5530, so 5.5 gallon per minute. Same on the other side, and it just basically does a it comes through the strainer through a 90 degree, keeps the hose without any kinks in it, and keeps it nice and tight in this area, so you don't have hose all through the deck. Straight in again, 1.5-inch pipe, so it's 2-inch reduced down to 1-inch. Sorry, 2-inch reduced down to 1.5-inch. That there would obviously accelerate the water flow as well, and it goes into a 1.5-inch inlet into the Comet pump. Again, another RW5530. So again, you know, that's the setup we run. I personally love these pumps. So On the back here we have 2 pressure lines, both running 60 meters of high pressure hose, which is around about, I think it's 200 feet for you Americans. This hose at the top, the empty one, it's going to be running the water supply, and it will feed the tank at the back. As you see at the top there, right there, is the inlet valve. The 2 there for the bypass valve, and this one here will actually probably run up along under there and into the tank. This reel here is our roof cleaning reel. Again, it's got on here 55 meters, which is about 190 feet of 1-inch braided hose. Again, this one here will actually run down along the bottom corner here in the channel, and it will come out and basically tap into this green tank down the bottom there. Obviously we're going to have our roof pump set up probably just in that little gap there at the back there, and I'll take a step back. As you'll see on the sign here, right, on the racks, you see basically there, right there is going to be a big sign, so you won't see any of those tanks. Same on the other side. Again, you come to the back, you got the ladder racks there for the guys to put the ladder racks on. We've got this removable strut brace in there. As you see, it's just got a pin through the side. That does 2 things, guys. This back one would only be supported by the bottom plate down there, and it just stops a lot of flex. And if the guys cut any heavy material up there, it's also going to give it a little bit more rigidity as well. So that's basically it at the moment, guys. She's almost ready to go. So yeah, guys, that's basically it. We've got to fire these pumps up this week. We'll get the whip tails made into there. We'll mount our chemical injector basically just here. Yeah, guys, so that's where we're at with the truck build. The racks are made. Oop, almost kicked the dog. Pebbles, hey, sit down. Good girl, stay there. The other thing we've done on purpose, if you have a look at the ladder racks, the ladder racks is literally about 1.5 inches above the roof of the truck. That's for one reason only, to get into underground car parks. So the franchise this truck's going to does a lot of work for the Upper Hutt Mall, and we want to make sure this truck can get into their underground car parks and their parking buildings, so there's no issue there. Okay guys, if you've got any questions about how we've built it, why we've built it, what we're using it for, just ask a question. We'll always answer it. We'll always help you guys out. And yeah, just like and subscribe, and we'll get some more videos once it's all up and running. We should have it finished this week.